want to talk to y'all, man. Drop some wisdom on y'all today. Happy Thanksgiving to the people who celebrate it. You know what I'm saying? Peace. So look, I decided to go live today, man, just to speak to those who uh, may be going through something, or those who pushing and striving for greatness. You know, obstacles often get in the way. Problems often present themselves. So I want to talk to you today on the topic of becoming a champion. And, I was thinking about this probably about 2 days ago. And I'm a sports guy. I mean, I like sports. And this title, this subject, came to me of how champions are made. And thought about sports. I thought about champions are made in the final 2 minutes. When you let's talk about football. Champions are made in the final 2 minutes of the game. Basketball. Champions are made in the final seconds, the final 2 minutes of a basketball game. And the reason for that is because there's a pressure that's on you in the final minutes of those games. What makes you champion is how you respond to that pressure. So I'm using sports as an analogy, but I want you to apply this to life, right? Because in life, you will have pressure. The pressure of life will be applied to your life. Life is going to apply pressure to you one way or the other. And you can't approach life with a defeated mentality, because if you do, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So if you approach life and life's situations with a defeated mindset, then that's going to be the outcome. Defeat will be the outcome of your situation. So I'm talking to the winners out there. I'm talking to the ones who may have been defeated, but you don't like the feeling of defeat. You don't want to just lay down, right? I'm talking to you. So champions are made under pressure. You know, when you think about champions, I want to name a few. Tom Brady, the guy's a champion. But it's what he was able to do in the final minutes of games that defined him. Those defining moments. See, it was those last 2 minutes of a game that has defined him as a champion. Kobe Bryant, my favorite basketball player, rest in peace. It was those last 2 minutes of a game. These are defining moments. You know, we're talking about sports, we're talking about the game of football, we're talking about the game of basketball, but like I said, you can apply this. I'm just using this sports as an analogy. Apply this to life, because the final 2 minutes of the game represents the pressures of life. And when the pressures of life come, these are defining moments. These are defining moments, or defining seasons in our life that they will define us. Well, you know, I like to say it like this: your situation, your circumstances do not define you, but the God who created you defines you. And the word says that you are more than conquerors through him who loved you. More than conquerors. We're more than conquerors through him who loved us. So, but here's the thing. You can either let that define you, or you can let your situation define you by giving into it. How you respond. How you respond to the trials of life, those pressures of life. How you respond to it is what matters, because they coming. That pressure is coming. It is it's coming. But how you respond to it is what matters. And these are defining moments. You know, this is where character is built. This is where strength is built. This is where champions are made under pressure. Under pressure. You know, we used to say coming up, man, pressure busts a pipe. You know what I'm saying? Grew up gang culture. You know, I was doing a lot of wrong things coming up. And, you know, we you know, you had the people that you was around, they had to be battle tested. And, you know, because we were into things where you might get caught up with the police and, you know, pressure bust pipes. So you didn't want to be around nobody that if the police put enough pressure on them, they're going to bust and squeal and tell on everybody. You didn't want to be around them kind of people, right? So pressure bust pipes. And so the trials of life, the pressure of life, it can break you. Pressure also creates diamonds, a precious stone. So it's all about the response. How do we respond to the pressures, the trials of life? And you have to approach it with the mindset that you're going to win. You have to approach every battle with the mindset that I'm coming out on the winning end of this thing. And go through it with that mentality. And So your response, and how you respond to this pressure, is what makes you the champion. The right response. The response of first having a winner's mentality, a winner's attitude, remaining poised, remaining focused on the task at hand, on the purpose, on the vision, whatever it is that God has called you to. Just remaining focused on that. The pressure is coming. It's coming. It is coming. How will you respond? Because that's what matters. That's what really matters. So, I just wanted to drop this message on y'all, man. Have the right response. Enter into the trials of life. Accept the pressure of life as a challenge that you're going to come out on the other side a winner. And approach it like that. Maintain the right mentality. To be a champion, you have to first develop a champion mentality. Nowhere in history will you find, let's go back to sports, any championship team, if you go back and interview players who were on championship teams, football, basketball, hockey, whatever, baseball, you will find neither one of them that entered the game, that came into the game with a defeated mentality. Every championship team came into the game with the mindset that they're going to win. Winners win. Losers lose. And it starts right here. So develop that champion mentality. Go into the battle knowing that you're going to win. Go into the battle like when David faced Goliath. He didn't go into it guessing. He didn't go into that battle thinking that he might be annihilated by this Philistine giant. He didn't go and he went into that battle with the mentality that I'm going to win. I'm going to win. And so that's how you have to approach the trials of life. That's how you have to approach and respond to the pressures of life. I was told it don't have to be long to be strong, so that's all I have for you today. Hope that bless you.